Big welcome YouTubers to Photo Life. This is me unboxing the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I was very excited to get this because it took about 3 months for it to arrive. I was going to buy a Nikon digital camera, but I decided after I saw the reviews of this camera that I would try this. I've got the iPhone XR, which I'll be evaluating this against using the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. With the XR I was very disappointed with the low light level quality with it, so I decided to invest in this. I'm initially very pleased with the size and quality of it. I think it looks great. It's the Osmo Mobile 3, which I'll be using on a tripod to do time-lapse photography. This is one of my initial time lapses. I was very pleased with the quality of it and the degree of sharpness and the colour detail. It's certainly looking promising. This was taken with the Filmic Pro app, which was on the ultra wide lens. I wanted to try that. With the Osmo app that comes with the DJI mobile, you can only use the wide angle lens, so it's a bit restrictive. Slightly concerned how the phone would handle the white balance on snow, so didn't have any problems. To test the crucial low light shots, it's pretty good, but the wind interfered a bit with this one. The second one turned out okay. Overall, I'm very impressed. I've added on the original XR review that I did, so you can just see the difference in quality. Hello YouTubers, this is what we're going to be doing today. It's a review of the Osmo Mobile 3 gimbal, this wide angle lens and this anamorphic lens. The setup I'll be using with the Osmo Mobile 3, it's an iPhone XR with an anamorphic lens and attachment to fit to a tripod. This is the first time lapse that I shot with a wide angle lens. There's a lens flare artifact in the lower section of the frame, which I don't really like, so I think I'm going to move on to the anamorphic lens. This is probably my most successful time lapse. I quite like the way the clouds flow over the top of the mountain, and I didn't have any two major disasters apart from that light flare. It's turned out quite well. I'm quite pleased with it. It was sort of quite a dramatic day with the clouds and the blue sky, and then the sunlight came through. I did shoot this at about 6-7 o'clock in the morning, over 2 hours, so with 7-second intervals. So it's quite a detailed time lapse, quite good. I was going to shoot this without using the anamorphic lens, but I found that I just couldn't get what I wanted into the scene, so it's just proved the value of the anamorphic lens. Just to sum up, the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 is quite useful, it's quite fun to do, it's easy to set up, and the disadvantage I think is primary with it is you can't really use it in low light situations. The iPhone doesn't handle that well, but if you've got a sunny day without a lot of wind and a lot of rain, you can make something up quite quickly without too much problem. You have to carry your tripod and your camera, but well, your iPhone, but it's a lot less than carrying a DSLR up a mountain. These are my outtakes. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. The first one is rain. You can bring an umbrella with you to try and stop the rain getting on the camera and lens, which I think is a good idea. Second one is wind. Also the tripod was weighted down with weights. And the final one is protection from rain. I learnt the hard way that you need an umbrella to protect the lens